Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
This one fielded at the 5. And it takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the
on offense. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. On the crossing route, complete. That's Morales. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. He'll run it.
The quarterback.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, Hutchins. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 44. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 22 carries, 99 yards, and a touchdown.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
Short throw caught by the tight end, Oliver. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and
that one complete to Keene, the tight end.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 22-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And his first carry, he loses the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win. And that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
And he'll give it here to his running back. A solid move on the run, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line, down at the 2. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
So they'll walk him back half the distance. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line.
The ball carrier.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, Farley. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Nice job there on the tackle, keep him to the short gain, and of course he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So the Patriots coming out now. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And that'll be caught by the tight end, Keene. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25.
So Miami coming out for their second drive, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players.
And it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. And they'll go with a ground attack here. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. John Ross, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
Tua Tagovailoa in the offense heading back out. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. 1 play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did. But there's still a place for it. I think that on this drive, after having thrown that interception, they're going to eat up a little bit more clock and run some offense and give their defense a little bit of a break. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
They'll run on 1st down. Farley. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. On 2nd down, Tua. Over the middle, complete. It's Logan. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun, and that is incomplete. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
And that's caught left side by the tight end, Keene.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
On 2nd down now, Hutchins. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Morales. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
On 2nd down, Hutchins. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. They'll set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
And that's their first sack of this game. But how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now this one complete on the slant route. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him even if he...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Taken down and sacked.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Tua and the rest of the Dolphin offense heading back out.
He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown one interception. He wants to balance that off with at least one touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's Tua. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
They'll try the left side. Farley. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Over the middle, complete. That's Russell. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
Complete to number 35.
Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. What you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Pats at the line ready to go. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory. And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 15. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have a Patriots first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. He'll look to throw. He spots his tight end Keene over the middle. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
It's second and
Gonna give this time to the tailback.
31-yard line.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Justin Madubuike able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
1st and 10 at the 30.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
From the contact. It leads to 2nd and 10.
To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0.
Dolphins, nothing.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me, partner.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you've got a chance to come back to it when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and the Patriots take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. He'll try and run it. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. A throw right side caught by Keene. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards that time.
Well, partner, I'd say the defensive coordinator got an answer to the question you know he had to ask at halftime. How will they come out here in the second half? They're not going to sit on the lead. They're going to throw it. If you give him the opportunity, he may have to rethink his strategy.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Looking to pass. Tua. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Patriots to take over. They were winners over the Jets a week ago, and they are in the driver's seat right now as well. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And that one complete to Keene, the tight end.
That catch good for only a couple.
Out of bounds.
That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. A They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Tua going to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Tua sets up to pass it. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and it's 3rd down. Here's Tua. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough, and it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete, and they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On first down, Hutchins. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
A gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. They'll keep it on the ground. Hutchins. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
Well, you certainly have to give them a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw here. And that'll be caught by the tight end, Keene. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 21-yard line.
He'll buy some time right. And he's going to keep it here.
That's good for a Patriots.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? They'll set up to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
A 31-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0.
Your Patriots 20, Dolphins nothing.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Gain of 12. And the Dolphins first down.
From the gun, it's Tua. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of him had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Tua. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. New England trying to get a place on offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 2nd down now, Hutchins. 7 yards there and a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And this is going to be incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
Miami set to take over.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there in this passing game. It just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa.
Quick slant to Brown.
And they snap him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
56.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they've made some good adjustments, though. He's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing them all sorts of trouble.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Raekwon McMillan on the tackle. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Flush, and the ball is knocked out, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Now a throw here, hauled in, and able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 28-yard line.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down, and his throw here's incomplete. The Dolphins on 3rd down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Logan.
To number 87.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 40-yard line.
Tua to throw again. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. After some early struggles running the ball, they've really picked it up. Early it just seemed like there were no holes there. Now all of a sudden the holes seem to be there. I don't know if that's just my imagination.
And give them credit that they kept their confidence, because sometimes when you get stuffed big in the running game early, especially for an entire half, it really makes you retreat a little bit, but not this group. They always have the confidence if they just get their assignment with their runners.
Here we go. 180! Watch QB jump!
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
And to give this time to the tailback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
For the Patriots.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
The first throw here for the backup Garoppolo.
A throw right side, caught by Keene.
A gain of 6 there on first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout.